Visualization almost killed me because I didn't want to choose one of them. Like, I wanted both in my life because both the relationships are important for me. And I want to be really mindful because there are people I love. Like, I think that's one of the reasons this tool is very powerful. This is the reason that I use that in all of my practices, in my guided sessions. So, we're going to have so much fun. If you've ever used visualization to escape reality instead of creating it, this episode is for you. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Desi Shame Slayer Podcast. I am your host Shubhngi, and today we are sharing a beautiful story that I left open for you last week about visualization and how it created my heartbreak situation. In fact, it almost killed me. And that's how I knew the power of visualization. Like, I think that's one of the reasons this tool is very powerful. This is the reason that I use that in all of my practices, in my guided sessions. So, we're going to have so much fun. This part is really difficult for me because I don't want to project and I don't want to blame anyone for my story. And I want to be really mindful because there are people I love involved. The first thing that I would say is that my ex partner and my father were not in good terms. They did not like each other, and that was the bane of my existence. Like, I did not know because I didn't want to choose one of them. Like, I wanted both in my life because both the relationships are important for me and were important for me because obviously I'm not with my ex anymore. And they had given me plenty of evidence, both of them, that they cannot be with the other person and they don't want to be with the other person. I did not want to leave either, but I did not know of how there would be a future where they would coexist together and they can be together and they can be happy. So my brain, my beautiful, beautiful brain, came up with this brilliant idea while I was in this visualization hypnotherapy workshop by one of the most renowned hypnotherapists. I wanted these two men to be happy together. And the only way my brain could come up with a scenario was if they both see me in pain, they both will come together and want to help me heal, want me to be happy. So that's the only way they both can be happy. So my beautiful brain and my beautiful body went into coherence with this visualization, and I manifested a mystery illness, almost left me with so much pain for almost 2 years. I think at least 18 months, if not 2 years. I was in constant pain. Every morning after the first 30 minutes, I would have so much stomach pain, and it didn't make sense to any doctor, like, why am I having it? Until I decided to go from allopathy to Ayurveda and started healing my gut inside out when things finally shifted for me. But in this process of this illness, oh my God, like the way that I thought about the relationship, the ex and my dad, like, oh my God, I thought that they would come together and they didn't. My ex was constantly angry. I should go to another doctor. I should get another diagnosis, blah, blah, blah. I know he cared in his own way, but I was really exhausted by the time. I had no idea that visualization was the reason, like, my mind was conjuring up this disease. Once I became comfortable with, and I shared this story of the surrender moment with the Akashwani, with the gods and the universe telling me, like, you have to let him go. If you've not watched my episode number 5, you should really go and watch it. That day, I decided I'm going to move away from the relationship. And slowly, as I kept taking actions, just my health was actually improving. I was actually getting, there was a time when the pain stopped, and then there was a time I was getting stronger. I was bare bones. I'll put some pictures for you to see who I was back then, what I looked like. And then with all of that, I started doing energy work, and that's when I started visualization mixed with energy healing, which is my signature style. And now we have EFT tapping with that too. If you've done my Open Your Heart, you would see both, like everything together, Open Your Heart Again practice. Or if you went to Get Over Your Ex, you would see some beautiful energy healing. Both of them are freely accessible right now. I don't know when you're watching it, but right now they're freely accessible, so you can go and download it and enjoy both of these practices. To be honest, like I didn't expect to remember this. I didn't expect that this memory would come up for me. And I would see how visualization was so powerful that the image that I had in my mind translated to my disease. Like I was really focused on getting admitted because I was losing weight. My body was losing its ability to hold on proteins, to hold on fats. I was bare bones. I had this illness nobody could diagnose. Like I was almost there to be hospitalized. Like that was the vision. And that's the reason now I am so focused when a client comes to me, and even for my own life. Like, we need to get the vision crystal clear. We need your goals to be very specific. I want you to know the smell of your coffee in the morning. Like, I just want you to get as in depth as you can, not because we want that exact thing, but we want your brain to be programmed for that, because we've already been conditioned to expect the negative, to expect the worst, to be prepared for the worst. Like, don't get your hopes high, like all that yucky, gummy, like programming that we have, all the news that we keep receiving, all the negativity that's in the world. Not anymore. That's why, like, clarity is a big thing for me. Like, I have a clarity journal, I have a clarity workshop so that you can get so clear in your mind, that your action steps are clear, that your energy work is clear, that your inner child work is clear. Because as long as we don't have the vision, and I also have a beautiful vision workshop, like I have the whole thing that I'm talking about. If you don't know how to do it, go to my Gumroad, you'll find a workshop. Like anything you want, you will find a workshop. Everything is designed so that we are stuck in the negative, and that helps the system and the world go on the way that it has went on for ages. But our responsibility as the creators of our destiny, as people who are taking charge of their own lives, as people who really want to create a change in the world, because if you're watching me, you want to create change. Maybe not in the whole world, maybe just in your own life, but imagine the ripple effects of it. Like if you're a mom, if you're doing this work, how much would it mean to your kids that you're not passing your trauma to them? If you are a founder or a CEO, and if you're doing this work, how much would it mean to your employees that you're more emotionally regulated, but you also have a vision and you can drive them forward, and you have that fire and strength and conviction because you have that ultimate clarity. So, wherever you are, whatever you do, you are spreading that energy. It better be clear, it better be focused on what you want rather than what you don't want. Because with this story, the lesson that I'm bringing forward, the lesson that I'm sharing is your mind is really powerful. It can imagine things, it can bring things into existence. So let's bring what we want and not what we don't want. I'm very passionate about this topic. I know the power of this work. I know what it can create in your life, in my life, in our lives, in our collective world. This is the formula of miracles and magic. And I'm leaving you with this final thought. Be in control of your mind. Don't let it control you. Don't let the past control you, because history is not evidence of the future. History is not the evidence of the future. You can create a new future. You just have to start thinking, expecting, and being ready for it emotionally in your body, in your nervous system. So you're not expecting the worst, but you're starting to expect and also work towards the best, the vision that you really have for your life and for the world. And the only thing, if you take away from this podcast, this episode, is your mind is more powerful, and don't let history be the evidence of the future. With that, my friend, we wrap up. We wrap up episode 7, and I'll see you in the next episode. And if you're loving these episodes, if you're loving what you're receiving, if you're resonating, if you're vibing with this stuff, leave comments, leave reviews. I would love to hear from you because it generally makes my day when I see a notification pop up. Even if I don't respond right away, I receive it fully and I receive it again when I respond to it. So it means the world to me when you leave a comment, when you leave a review, and it helps me know that I'm on the right path, that I'm really being of service, being helpful to you. So with that, my love, all the resources are down below. I'm always here. Connect with me on Instagram, maybe even on LinkedIn. I'm doing a 100-day writing challenge on LinkedIn, and it's kind of scary, but I look forward to seeing you on any of my socials. Let's connect. Let's heal our hearts together. Let's heal the world together, and let's visualize the best and bring it into our 3D reality. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.